What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marvel of Matter back with another video. And today, what I'm going to talk about is build your sex appeal as a handsome man, or else. Build your sex appeal as a handsome man, or else, right? Now, I've been talking about sexual charisma lately, sexual chemistry, all that. And you have to improve that. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. There's no ways around it. You have to improve your sex appeal. Sex appeal is very, very important if you want to really do well with women. Like, you can get by without sex appeal. I'll be completely honest with you. You can get by without sex appeal. If you you're just confident, you're social, you know what I mean, you're a good guy, you take care of yourself, your skin is nice, you get haircuts, you dress nice, you know what I mean, you have good enough conversation, you can do well with women, right? There's gonna be a girl that's gonna like the way you look if you're a handsome guy, and just be okay with that and be like, yep, okay, this is the guy for me. Like, he's super sweet, he's super nice, you know what I mean? Like, so you will be, your genes will pass on. You don't need to have sex appeal to pass your genes on, right? That's not necessary. But if you want to really, like, not even master, but really do well and kind of have your way out here with women, then you have to have sex appeal. Because when you don't have that sex appeal, when you don't have that sexual energy, it just takes more time. Like the process of being with a girl, the process of getting her to like really be invested in you, really like you sexually, really reach that point, it just takes time. It's gonna take way more time for her to get comfortable with you. It's gonna take way more time just for that like feeling to arise. She's not gonna be inspired or motivated to cross her own boundaries and have sex with you unless you're a sexy guy, right? There has to be something that's motivating her, that's getting her riled up and turned on, in order for her to be like, okay, I'm gonna give it to this guy. Because they can go a long time without sex. Like, even if they want sex, they have it in their mind sometimes to just have boundaries. Now, there's a lot of girls who don't. They're just bops, you know what I'm saying? And you can be with those girls who don't think twice about having sex. Like, you'll be able to get those girls without sex appeal. But if you want to get girls that like have some type of boundary, have some type of, the ones that will make the rules and be like, I usually don't do this, right? And they really mean it. Like a lot of girls will say that, but some girls really don't do that with a lot of guys. Like, they really don't have sex on the first or second date. Like, that's not something they really do. But if you're a sexy guy, they're gonna do that for you. And there's not a lot of sexy guys. Like, there's a lot of guys who might look good, but you really see them talking to girls, you really see them around girls, they're not really comfortable. Like, it's a different level of confidence, it's a different level of comfort with women when you have sex appeal. And you might not always be able to have sex appeal. Like, it will be affected by your confidence. It's completely reliant on your confidence. If your confidence is wavering, if it's swayed, your sex appeal will go away with it. You will not be sexy without having confidence. It's impossible. That is something that is of the utmost importance for your sex appeal, is your confidence. You have to have that. And it's not, like I said, it's not just a regular confidence where you just like, yeah, I'm social, like I'm socially confident, and I can talk to people, and I'm comfortable in situations, comfortable enough. Like, no, you have to, it's like another level, another gear, where it's like you're not even thinking about rejection. Like, you can be confident socially or whatever and still kind of be like aware of rejection, and I'm not gonna step on her toe, I'm not gonna say anything crazy, I'm just gonna, you can play it cool. You can play it safe, not cool. You can play it safe. But when you have that like sex appeal, it's beyond that. Like, you're not even worried about rejection. You're just thinking like, yeah, I know she want me. And you're just waiting for it to happen. You're just waiting for it to happen. You waiting, like, you might play. Now, your style is your style. It's your personality. You could be more fun and playful with it. You could be more laid back, chill, nonchalant. Like, whatever your style is, you can be sexy in different ways. It's gonna be dependent on you, but that confidence of like, yo, I know she want me. I know girls in general want me. And I know once I get them, I'm gonna tear them up. Like they're not gonna want to leave once they get here. Like you have to actually believe that, to the point where if she rejects you, it's like, okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, that people, like it can't phase you. You can't be phased and rocking and swaying. Like you're not even thinking about it. You just whatever. All right, cool. Yeah, I guess it's not the right time. But if you a sexy guy, this is not your only girl anyway. This is not the only girl you're dealing with anyways. Again, options. You gotta have options. As a person dating out here, really, as a man dating out here, you gotta have options so that you can properly assess the situation that you have with each girl in particular. Right? If you have just one girl, you're not gonna accurately assess the situation because you're gonna be reliant on this girl for sex, reliant on this girl for, validation, whatever it is that you get from your interactions with women. You're going to be reliant on this one girl for that. So that's not really going to be beneficial to you. You're going to want to have different options. And if you're a sexy guy, you will. It won't be hard for you to have those options. You know what I mean? Just when you interact with women in general, it will just have that. You'll have that vibe. It's not really like a turn on, turn off thing. Right? You can't really just turn it on, turn it off. Like guys that are sexy are just consistently all the time. Like your sexy is always on. You got, and it carries over into other ways that you are. There's just a sureness about you. There's a certainty. It's like you just have that like core, I'm telling you, that confidence is key, and it has to be at a certain level in order for you to really have sex appeal. And when you're dealing with women, there's no fear in it. You enjoy it. This is something that I've been thinking about lately. Like a lot of guys just don't even enjoy talking to women. You don't enjoy it. Like you don't see a girl that looks good and be like, "Oh, I can't wait to go talk to her." Right? If that's not you, you're not gonna be, when you cold approach, it's gonna be whack. If you don't see a girl and be like, "Oh," like you don't get that pull to go talk to her because you're so scared that you like resisting it and you want to pull away from it. Like for me, I know that, okay, you don't want to just run up and go talk to a girl all the time, right? So I resist when I'm single. I resist myself, right? I resist the urge to go talk. Like me, I told y'all in one of my other videos, I'm a born shot shooter. Like I shoot. So when I see a girl that looks attractive, I get a pull to go talk to her, and I have to pull myself back and be like, bro, assess the situation. Assess the situation. What is it? Okay, cool. Right now, it's not like, I'm not like, oh man, I gotta go talk to her, but it's like, I get that little like, okay, like it's a little, I wouldn't hesitate. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but I'll just go over and I wouldn't hesitate. That's how I used to be. And then like I said, I learned you gotta pull it back because that comes across a certain way. I get the urge to like go talk to, when I see a really attractive woman, I want to go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm talking to her, I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's an enjoyable thing. Guys make it so serious. Guys make it so like that's what with the alpha thing. Like it just makes it so like you got to go over there, hold frame, do this, do that. Like all that takes away the life from it. When you just thinking too much about like, you got to pass your shit test, you got to do that. That's why I don't talk about that stuff in depth too much. Like it's gonna come up. Even calling it a shit test is just like, I guess it's a term just to communicate it, but it's not really like, it's just like, it's banter. You know what I'm saying? It's just playfulness, is back and forth. It's just like, it's the dance. It just is what it is. You can name it and title whatever you want, but like, it's just part of it. Like it's a little challenge. You know what I mean? Like that's part of the fun. But like guys are so scared that they can't even think of it being enjoyable. It just raises anxiety. Just thinking about going to approach a girl gives guys anxiety. So if that's you, you really got to shift your thought process. Like it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Talking to women is in our nervous system, it's supposed to be like something that you enjoy. But a big problem that guys have is that you believe girls don't like you. You believe girls don't like men. So you believe you fall into the category or the category of men that women don't like. And that's not helpful for you. I'm gonna do a video on that, like the thought process that you have by honestly listening to a lot of red pill content. A lot of red pill content is not good for guys. Unless you're a guy who believes you're handsome, or you're a guy who, you know, is in really good shape, or you're a guy who has his life together completely. Like, but it's and that's what you want to be, of course, but it's not realistic to believe that only those guys will have women. Will those guys have more women, more options with women? Yeah, for sure. A handsome guy's gonna have more options than a guy who is not handsome. You know, a guy who has his life together and he has a thriving business and he has, you know, he lives a certain lifestyle, he's gonna have more options than a guy who doesn't have, who has a horrible lifestyle, who lives on his mom's couch. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, if you're at the absolute bottom, then yeah, you should be scared. You shouldn't feel like, you know, I mean, I'm gonna be real though, that even that is not necessarily a deal breaker, depending on the women that you're into, depending on the woman specifically, how she feels about you. Right? There's so it's so specific that a lot of times when you look at online, it's giving you very general ways of being, ways of thinking. So I'm getting too far into that, but it's messing with your mind, you know, getting your opinion of real life from online. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, that confidence level is an absolute must. What will help you with that? Get your clothes right. Get your fashion right. I promise you that if you do anything, if you can do anything, actually, even before that, get your body right. That's damn near free. You can do push-ups, you can do pull-ups, you can do dips, you can do, you know, air squats. Get your body right. You can run, you can jump, whatever it is. Go play basketball. It's free to play basketball. Go outside. If you are not in shape, get in shape. That is going to help your sex appeal, right? On a physical level, it will help your sex appeal. That's another thing I want to talk about. Looking sexy helps you be more sexy, right? Because the women will be more receptive to you being sexy. If you already look sexy and you come up and you're sexy, business as usual, right? Business as usual. She's already gonna be in a position where she's receptive to your sexiness. If she's engaging with you, you know, she's open to engage with you, then she's already kind of knows what's coming. If you already look sexy. If you don't look sexy, but you are sexy, like you have that confidence, that appeal, sometimes that can be, you know, it can work in your favor, of course, because you have the confidence, but it can be a little like weird and like, oh, I wasn't expecting this, or, you know, and with girls, they like for things to make sense, right? So if you look like a certain type of guy, they like for you to be that. People in general like that. They like to be able to predict. People like to be able to predict things. So if you look like a sexy guy and then you behave like a sexy guy, that's going to be the best, you know, situation for you. So get in the gym, get your clothes right. Like I was saying, get your clothes right. Your clothes. Get your fashion right, your style right. Find clothes that fit you well. Find clothes that, you know, present the way you want to present, represent you, your aesthetic, right? Find that aesthetic for yourself. Find an aesthetic for yourself first. Find something, like anything, whatever it is that people around you wear, whatever, start there. If you have no style, no sense of like, you know, fashion, no sense of that, then you need to just look at the people around you. What are the people around you wearing? The people that are considered, you know, normal. Just get to the baseline first, right? You don't got to be super advanced. Now, it's a little bit harder in today's day and age because with all this high fashion stuff out, regular people wearing high fashion clothing, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's confusing, bro. It's a little bit too much even for me. Like I can't keep up with I don't know if something I feel like you gotta look like a cowboy or a pirate now to be stylish. So it's like it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's hard. But find like a standard look. Find something that, you know, a lot of people seem to be like wearing. Like for me, when I was growing up, it was like a lot of people were wearing Aeropostale, Hollister, that type of stuff. So it was like, okay, it was easy to just kind of, all right, let's just go shop at the same places, go here, go there. You know what I'm saying? So find whatever it is. If you get in shape, you can kind of get away with the athlete look a little bit more, right? You can get away with like kind of wearing that athleisure, and that's something that may be easy for you to get into. But like find whatever it is, like get your body right, and then find your style, find your fashion. Wear a little bit of jewelry. Jewelry helps a lot with sex appeal. Like when I was 18, I got my ears pierced, and it felt like it elevated me. It felt like, okay, there's a little bit more sex appeal here on a physical level. You know what I'm saying? Wear watches, wear chains, wear whatever it is. Like, it don't have to be loud and crazy and, you know, drawing a bunch of attention. Just like accessories. That type of stuff is going to help with your sex appeal. That type of stuff will definitely help with your sex appeal. Find a facial hair that like works for you. Like, y'all see I cut my facial hair a little bit. So, you know, I just miss my face. I haven't seen it in a while. I had a beard for a while. But find what works for you, right? I had the beard, it was working. I had the long beard, I had the whatever. Even amongst like this, there's different ways I could have done this, but this is what works for me. The way I keep my beard, I had a super long one. I'm like, all right, this is cool, but you know, I like the shorter beard. You know, y'all seen me wear different hairstyles. I change it up. I experiment. I see what works. I see what gets the best results. And you're not gonna get crazy drastic results unless you do something crazy. So if I went from like an afro to bald, maybe that would change. You know what I mean? But just find something that, you know, looks good. Looks, whatever it is, find something that looks good. If you need help, if you know females, ask females for their opinion. You can later on figure out your own style, but you need to start with a style so you can understand style a little bit. Understand what it is. That is going to help with your physical sex appeal. And when that helps with your physical sex appeal, you'll see girls respond to you differently. And then you can have a little bit more of that confidence, right? If you see in girls being more receptive to you, being more smiley to you, it's going to make you feel like, oh, girls like me. And that's the beginning of you having sex appeal. You have to think girls like you in order to have sex appeal. You're not going to have sex appeal if you don't think girls like you. It's impossible. So you can be confident, but if you think, you can be confident in everything in life, but if you think girls don't like you, you're going to have no sex appeal. And you can be, you know, not confident in other things in life, but if you believe, nah, if it's one thing, girls like me. I know that for sure. Girls is feeling me. Then you will have sex appeal. You want to have both, right? Ideally you want to have both. But that belief that girls are feeling you is the key to understanding and having sex appeal. And sex appeal is going to give you the best chance of being successful consistently with women. All right, fellas, so that's the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Drop some more topics in the comment section. I got my coaching calls in the description box, Instagram in the description box. Y'all know what it is. It's Mind Over Matter, Marvel Over Matter. Let's get it.